What is going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out my video. This week we're in Boston, Massachusetts. We only had 3 full days to spend in this historic city and wanted to maximize our time as much as possible. In this video, we'll show you how we saw so many great tourist attractions in just 3 days. If you plan on visiting Boston, I hope this video can give you a great idea of things to see, places to eat, tours, and more. We arrived on a Tuesday after 3 p.m. Until we got to the hotel and settled, we only had a few hours left of the day. So we wanted to keep it simple and only check out 2 places. The first being Harvard University. And there is the man himself, the founder of Harvard, Mr. John Harvard. We then hopped a train back to the city to go check out the Samuel Adams tap room. Wow, this is a shot if I ever did see one. This is Samuel Adams right in front of us. It makes sense because there's Samuel Adams, the statue. And right over here, look where we're stopping next. The Samuel Adams tap room. Look how cool that looks. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Maybe I'll have to try this. Never heard of this before. Samuel Adams Wicked Fenway IPA. This is the best Sam Adams Oktoberfest I ever had in my entire life. Glenn in Boston. The first night of dinner, I wanted to eat at a historic place, and you won't get any more historic than the Green Dragon Tavern. Once upon a time, Samuel Adams held meetings here to plan the revolution. They called it Sam's Place. As my wife Nicole just said, now they can pour a Guinness. I went with the classic fish and chips, and Nicole went with the fried scallops. Green Dragon Tavern was 2 thumbs up. All thanks to our British friend here. After a long first day, it was time to get some sleep before our first big day tomorrow in Boston. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first full day in Boston. One of the best things to do is walk the Freedom Trail. This is a 2.5-mile walk through the city where you get to see so many historic sites from the Revolution. We just stopped in the visitor center and got our $3 Freedom Trail pamphlet maps. Will tell us everything. Are you ready to start the Freedom Trail?
So ready.
Officially started the Freedom Trail. So the Freedom Trail, as you can see, goes that way. However, the first stop on our list is Boston Common Park, so we're going to actually opt to go through the park. If you are interested in seeing this walk in full, I have a 4-part series you can check out. In this video though, I'll just be showing some quick clips. Right, we are approaching stop number 1. Here lies the one and only Samuel Adams. Oh my word, signer of the Declaration of Independence, governor of this Commonwealth, a leader of men, and an ardent patriot. Born 1722, died 1803. Sons of the Revolution. How cool is that? I never thought I would be next to the gravesite of Sam Adams. And here we go, Benjamin Franklin's parents. The largest signer of the Declaration of Independence. John Hancock always did everything pretty big, and I'm not surprised that his headstone is pretty much next, the second largest compared to the Franklins. Now, if you know me, you know I love cemeteries, but this is like, oh my gosh, this has to be one of the coolest cemeteries I've ever seen in my entire life. Right before our next stop, we spotted a Christmas store. Wherever Nicole and I go in the country, we always try to get a Christmas ornament. The site of the Boston Massacre. This is an amazing shot if I ever did see one. Actually get a better shot across the street. So that's one and only Paul Revere's house. It's so cool. We've made it to one of the 2 famous pastry shops here on the Freedom Trail. This is Modern Pastry. However, my heart is set on Mike's today. On the Freedom Trail, we've finally found what I've been waiting for, Mike's Pastries. Mike's Pastries, a famous location here for cannolis and all things dessert. I definitely have to go probably with the Oreo, but I don't know. There's so many. Look at this whipped cream apple turnover. Oh, wow. Walking out of Mike's, with our Mike's Pastries. Oh my gosh, wait till you see what we got. You're gonna be blown away. All right, time for the reveal. So we got 2 cannolis and a Boston cream donut. Have you ever seen anything like that? No. How's that?
Really good.
Look at that. Oh my word.
So?
Ow.
So you don't like it that much?
Nope, not at all. We've made it to the last final part, Bunker Hill. After a very long morning, we had a 1:30 p.m. tour time for the most popular museum in town, the Boston Tea Party Museum. Hello, Mr. Samuel Adams. Let's go destroy tea.
I saw you do that.
Nicole's destroying some tea. Go ahead. Huzzah.
All right, here he goes.
Huzzah.
I can't even read.
There's some tea. Captain Nicole, huh?
tea!
There we go.
Who put it up there? Who? Any guesses? No guesses. Nobody wants to confess.
To think that in real life, that all happened here in 1773. All right, we found our ornament. The Boston tea chest. What'd you think of the museum?
It was pretty good.
Was it worth the 30 bucks?
I don't know.
I thought it was. I like tossing tea. We got to do the whole inside museum, but we couldn't, they didn't let us film or take any photos, but we did get to see an original crate from the Boston Tea Party. For me, the moment had finally come to check something off my bucket list. I was finally going to see a Red Sox game at the famous Fenway Park. There's the famous green monster. Wow. The Samuel Adams sign in right field. And the field. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. We're at flippin' Fenway. I got my hat. Got Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I'm happy. Before turning in for the night, we wanted to check out this pub by our hotel called the Beantown Pub, and here's why. This is the only place in the world you can drink a Sam Adams beer and see his gravesite across the street. Very creepy but cool. Check it out. We went the past 2 days without a car, but it was now time to pick up our rental. I wanted to see some sights outside the city, so a car was best. Our first stop was in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is about 40 minutes outside the city, to see the home of President John Adams. First views. John Adams' house. I was talking to one of the park rangers, and he said we can walk inside the property, obviously not in the house. We'll get to walk around John Adams' land. I could just imagine John Adams, John Quincy, sitting here smoking cigars on the front porch. Abigail Adams drinking some wine. Yorkist rose tree set out by Abigail Adams in 1788. And the tree is still alive today. What a cool place. Our next stop was to drive even further south to see the famous home of Lizzie Borden. I did make a full video on the Lizzie Borden case, so please check that out in the links below. Welcome to the historic Lizzie Borden house, one of the top 10 most haunted places in America. It's open daily for tours, obviously, and overnight stays. So it's crazy to think too, right inside this living room, they held the autopsies for Andrew and her stepmother, Abby. Crazy things happen inside this house. And also one of the top 10 haunted places in America. Is it really? I don't know. Or do they just do that to bring a little show to the Lizzie Borden house.
Once back in Boston, I wanted to check out the famous Robin Williams bench from the movie Good Will Hunting. The bench is located in the Boston Common. If you put it in on Google Maps, it'll come up as the Robin Williams bench.
We're walking through the city right now, just past the tap room. And we're gonna stop and see, before dinner, Quincy Market at night and get some cool views. Nice night for a cigar, eh? We've made it. Dining at Trattoria Il Panino. Looks to be a cute Italian restaurant. And yes, I will be getting chicken parm.
Like, had the venue.
After meeting my cousin and her fiance for dinner, we all decided to go to this cool cigar bar called Stanza dei Cigari. All I can say is, if you're into cigars, this is a must visit. I loved it.
All right, cheers to a cigar bar.
Happy Friday, everyone. Our final morning in Boston, we wanted to continue on our American Revolution journey and drive 30 minutes west to the towns of Lexington and Concord. This is where the Battle of the American Revolution all began and the first shots were fired.
Now, just about where I'm standing, John Parker would have ordered the militiamen, fall back, fall back. They would have started running like this. No one knows who pulled the trigger. Most likely it was the British. But somebody fired the first shot, right? Then all the British started firing. Then the militiamen started firing. And then we had our whole entire battle begin right here.
Before our Friday night dinner, we wanted to head back to Quincy Market on the Freedom Trail and check out more of the shops. Zoltar. Who remembers this from the movie Big with Tom Hanks? I wish I was big.
We found this amazing record store type thing. They have a lot of everything, but look at this. Cassette tapes. This is brand new. These are sealed. Nirvana, brand new cassette tape. Holy smokes. You don't see that. Really, what? 15 bucks for that? That's crazy. New Beatles CDs. Wrapped. That's so cool. All brand new records. If you want to go check out some of those records and cassette tapes, this is the store, Newberry Comics. It's really good. Well, we've made our way back to the Sam Adams tap room, and this time I went with the flight. Got an Oktoberfest, a Jacko Pumpkin, IPA, and a Amber Ale, I believe. And Nicole went with the classic Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Tonight's dinner, Vinoteca di Monica. That's how you say it. Another Italian place tonight. I spotted Jim Morrison. This is really cool. Looks like Jimi Hendrix. All right, I got the lobster ravioli, and Nicole got the eggplant parmesan. Beautiful. We just wrapped up dinner, and now we're going to try Modern Pastry Shop. As you know, we already had Mike's, but now we're going with Modern. Oh my word, look at these cream puffs and the eclairs. I might have to get an eclair. I know we got the Boston cream donut the other day, but oh, it's gonna be hard not to. Pumpkin cheesecake. Of course, they have all the cannolis as well, all different choices, fillings, toppings, shells. Who do you like better, Mike's or Modern? You let me know in the comments. And I couldn't resist, had to get the eclair. And just like that, our time in Boston was over. The next day would be spent in the town of Salem. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and if you like this type of content, please check out one of these other videos, and I'll see you there.